Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of Tiger Sports Talk. I'm the host, Eddie from the Bronx. I am here with the host and the most beautifulest person in the world, Tony from Tiger Talk Wrestling. Tony, how are you, my dear friend?
I'm doing great. Thanks for that unique intro.
It's all
Um,
right, man. It's all love.
how are you
It's
doing?
all love and respect tonight. Um, we are doing a show to honor those who lost their lives tomorrow, um, September 11th, 24 years later. Um, I'm coming on here as a great New Yorker who loves this city and all that. Um, I want to give my thoughts and prayers to the families tomorrow who are going to go down to the World Trade Center and, honor their families who they lost their lives. I know Trina's going to I know Trina's going to honor her cousin who lost his life in the World Trade Center 24 years. And we're also going to remember those who are dying from the 9/11 illnesses that are continuing to ravage after 24 years later. Um, Being a New Yorker, that day I was a high school senior. Tony, Tony, you were what? You were a sophomore in high school.
Yes, I was.
Okay, so
10th grade.
basically we're both old people.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Yeah, it's fine.
I guess you
No,
could say
but
that.
I remember I was in high school. It was election day in New York. It was for the mayor race. I called up my grandmother and I said something's not. I don't feel right. Something's going on, and then New York changed in an hour and a half. Um, Seeing what was happening was a little rough, and I honor my fellow New Yorkers from the NYPD, the FDNY, the Port Authority, EMT workers that risk their lives to go into them buildings and save people's life and never came out. So, from the bottom of my heart, from Tiger Sports Talk and from Tony, thank you to you guys. Thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, some people will not still be here, but we think about you in this 24 years later. I think about you guys every day. Being a New Yorker, it's always been that way, and I will never forget you guys. So thank you. Um, Sports wise, Tony, you could say this at me because you sort of remember like what was your experience on September the 11th?
So, a couple things I'll mention here. First of all, as a sophomore in high school, I would remember that day coming out of, I'm pretty sure it was gym class that I was coming out of. First, kind of hearing about it, and then I was going into history class, and instead of being taught history, we were watching as the events unfolded that day. That was our history class for the day. And it was just incredible to see what was happening to the Twin Towers, what was happening to the Pentagon, uh, hearing about the plane going down that was en route to the White House. It just was something shocking to hear about, and seeing classmates that were crying going through hallways and in classes, and just it was a terrible day obviously for us in America. um, Something I don't think anybody will ever forget.
Yeah.
Sports wise, we could talk a lot about stuff from sports wise that year, but we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, sports wise for me, being there, traveling from Brooklyn to the Bronx 5 days a week, um, passing the World Trade Centers on the F train and all that. So I had, after everything what happened, I had to go back into the trains to get home. It wasn't a pleasant thing to do because you don't know what was going on. But, tomorrow when you guys get up and do what you do, say a prayer for those people that are down tomorrow at the World Trade Center site at the fountain, and just say your prayer. I do it every year. I have a flag out on my porch right now that says in remembrance of 9/11. It has a strobe light that's lighting on it, and then tomorrow I already picked it up and I'm not putting it out. I got two blue beams of light that's going to shine up. That's going to shine up into the sky, and it's going to be there all night. So that means it will be
That's
almost
cool.
like the two twin towers. Doing something different this year, you know, to honor those people. But sports wise, like you said, sports wise, that was the year the Yankees were the defending world champions. They were having a good season. The Mets were not because they were the defending National League champions. Giants and Jets just started the season because they started 2 days before September the 11th, and everything got canceled. To me, still to this day, I feel like it will just for New Yorkers alone. I feel like sports was a comfort for us and all that. So yeah, that was my experience being a high schooler in Brooklyn, New York, traveling through the trains and not knowing what would happen. But I will never forget. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody um, who watches this. Please leave a comment. Give your thoughts and prayers to people. To them that tomorrow and all that. But please leave a comment about what was your experience on September the 11th. Mine. I'm a New Yorker, and I'm going to tell you straight up. So please let me know what your was. So now that we did the 9/11 stuff, Tony, Tony, what some football games we had
Eddie,
this week, my man. Oh my God. Some
we'll get into
football
that.
games we had.
Yeah,
I
they were good.
mean, who would ever think that the New York Jets will actually live up to what they do and almost beat Aaron Rodgers at MetLife Stadium in New York? I mean, come on. Did you expect that?
No, not at all.
Uh, so what
Really
did you
did.
think about that game with the Jets and the Steelers?
It's crazy, but so were a lot of games that happened. I mean, even our Lions ended up losing. So
Most definitely. That was a shocking game. The one that really shocked me the most, the Miami Dolphins got their ass kicked by the Indianapolis Colts. What
I
the
know,
hell
right?
happened? I'm
It was
like this, like, wait a minute. Did we all pick Miami to win? And then all of a sudden they just flat out couldn't win?
right.
But the game of the week, hands down, had to be the Buffalo Bills coming back from a 15-point deficit to beat the Baltimore Ravens 41-40. What a game. What a shootout.
Yes, I would agree.
And I was like, damn that man. Oh my God, damn that man. I mean, Josh Allen didn't give up. And that was a hell of a game for him.
Sorry, kind of buzzed out there for a moment. But yeah, it was crazy games, and even so, the other game I'd want to talk about from week one, Monday Night Football game, the Vikings and the Bears. The Bears looked like they had that game won for the majority of that game, But good old JJ McCarthy came through in the end, and the Minnesota Vikings were able to take the 3-point victory over the Bears 27-24. Incredible game, incredible first game for the Vikings. I forgot to mention something Michigan related, though, for that game. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, oh, I lost you. Get you back in. When we get you back in here, I'll mention that. Um, as he's trying to get back in here, we'll mention one bring up the 9/11 and sports related stuff again as well. WWE to actually have a live show with an audience after 9/11 happened. So that was one thing I say kudos to Vince McMahon for actually bringing together uh, people to come and watch sports entertainment, really, but also to see a big gathering like that after 9/11 just 2 days later was something incredible. Um, as we're trying to get Eddie back in here, see what he could do. As we'll get into week two's action for NFL as well here in a moment. Commanders and Packers play on 9/11, so that's going to be an interesting game. After the Packers beat our Lions last week, we'll see how they do against the Washington Commanders, who are also 1-0 after beating the Giants 21-6. So one of those two teams will pick up their first loss of the. Um, see if we can get Eddie back in here as we are live, and I don't want to stall too much. He mentioned prayers for everybody 9/11 related, also prayers to all the families that were affected for everything, not just in New York, of course, that year. So him and I are going to have to talk a little bit about some baseball too eventually tonight. And I'm checking messages to see if he's coming back in or where he's at, what happened. Oh, there he is.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you were gone
Oh damn.
a couple minutes.
Yeah, I didn't even touch anything.
That's all good.
Yeah,
Kept
but like
talking.
I was saying,
Um,
pretty good.
what was that? Because you like froze up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
JJ McCarthy and that game tonight.
jeez. JJ McCarthy, you're talking about, yeah. But it's still. Hold on.
As far as gentlemen, what difficulties and all that. If you can hear me, say what's up. And if you hear Tony, you know, you have a technical difficulty. We can't hear each other, but if you can hear us, please let us know. We can't hear each other, but if you can hear us, we can't hear each other, but if you can hear us,
Okay, now it looks like it might be somewhat working. Let's see. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, now I'm hearing you too. Okay, that's better.
Oh my God.
Sorry about that.
Technology. Technology blows.
Yeah, it's great when it wants to work.
Most definitely. Oh, and
Anyway,
I
you were
want to
saying about
apologize.
JJ McCarthy?
JJ McCarthy played good
Oh, go ahead.
against Caleb Williams. I was shocked because Caleb looked like a great quarterback in the first half, and then the second half he fell apart.
Yeah, he did. Um,
But yeah,
one thing I was
go
go
ahead.
ahead. One thing I was going to mention was that Michigan actually had roots to both of those teams in that game as well, because the new Chicago Bears head was a Michigan Wolverines defensive coordinator, I think, or he was one of their coaches, anyways, last year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I
that's
still was rooting
amazing
for
that
JJ
he
and the
was.
Vikings
But
to win that
I mean, people say, well, he hasn't played that much, and but yeah, there were some things this weekend that were shocking. If anybody picked the New York Jets to win, like you forget they're the New York Jets. I mean, they got their ass handed
game,
to
right?
them, even when when Jordan Daniels was sucky. I mean, he didn't have his full stuff, and he actually stole one because Russell Wilson couldn't throw a football.
Right.
But no, it's
Well, you
been
want to
a
talk about upsets though from this first week?
yeah, yeah. The upset has
How
got to
about the
be.
fact?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to mention the upset definitely had to be the Kansas City Chiefs losing to the Chargers. Who would have thought that was going to happen in Week 1?
John did.
The defending did he pick them? But still,
He did.
I
I
don't
think
think
he
very
did.
many people probably thought the Chargers would beat the Chiefs. He might have.
Yeah. I mean, hell, I picked the Cowboys to lose to the Eagles, so I was happy about that.
I know we picked the Eagles and you picked the Cowboys. But we also picked the Vikings and John picked the Bears. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're not keeping points on this thing, but we did make our good choices. you know,
I know, right? Good thing since Johnny's not
I
here.
know. I mean, yeah, we had some good games,
So
and
when you look at
go ahead. You're going in and out, so that's why I'm saying go ahead every time.
that's okay. You were at times, hey, my 49ers won. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Looks like some interesting games coming up this next week, though.
Oh yeah. Let me get to my NFL thing because I have it on my phone for some reason. Um. Oh yeah, we got a
Well,
game
we got the
tomorrow
Commanders and
night.
Packers tomorrow night first. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So who you got for that game?
And they're both 1-0. They both won last week. I somewhat hate to say it, but I'm going to go with the Packers because they're in Green Bay. And we know Green Bay is not the easiest place to win in, unless you are Green Bay.
Yeah. I have to agree with you. Micah Parson is the X factor of this team, and I have to say the Commanders are good, but with Micah on that team, what they did to the Lions were shocked because the Lions looked obliterous. Even if that's even a word, obliterous.
Uh,
You know, I'm not trying to pick on the
sure.
Lions, but yeah, I'm going with the Packers. Oh, and speaking of the
Right.
Lions, they face the Bears this week in Detroit.
Uh huh. If the Lions lose again, I'll be pissed.
I'm going with. Okay, I know this is gonna sound weird because I don't think it's gonna happen. I have more trust in Golf than I have in Caleb Williams.
Jared Goff.
Golf, yeah, is that what his name is? Yeah.
Jared
Oops.
Goff.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say the
Get it
subway
right,
guy,
sucker.
but no. But but I got the Lions win because what Caleb Williams showed me on Monday, he's a two different quarterbacks for one
Yeah,
guy. He's good in the first half and in the second half he disappears.
right. It's pretty much what
You
was happened.
know,
What happened?
yeah. Next matchup is the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets.
And you're the New Yorker. Which New York team for on this one?
You're gonna be shocked. The way the Jets played against the Steelers this week, they're not gonna get that from Buffalo. So I'm going with the Bills. You know, the Jets are gonna lose their first. The Jets are good. They looked awesome, but do you want to mess with the baddest man in football right now and Josh Allen after that come behind win against the Ravens? No, sir, I don't want to.
Just to clarify, the Jets did lose to the Steelers 35 or 34-32.
Oh no, I
By the
know.
way,
No, I
um,
know that. I'm just saying I would not want to.
it's not like but
Yeah,
they did.
I won't want
It
to
was
go
close.
against Josh Allen.
No, I agree with that. I definitely think Buffalo picks up the win there
Yeah,
too.
most definitely. All right, the next match, the Ravens against the Cleveland Browns. I think we both
Ravens.
agree that it's going to be Baltimore. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there's no way now. They will have to stay. The Browns to start and to this win. Um,
Sorry, you're cut.
Next matchup, yeah, right. Next matchup is Cincinnati against Jacksonville.
Uh-huh. Man. Cincinnati and Jacksonville coming off of Cincinnati beating Cleveland, of course. And the Jags, well, they're the Jags. They beat the Panthers. So it's two undefeated teams. We get a lot of that, of course, in week two. I'm going to go with the Jaguars to win, though.
I
I think they look a little more
I
impressive in
actually
their
agree
victory
with
last
you
week.
because I feel like Trevor Lawrence has shown that he can still be the quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he has a great receiver in Travis Hunter. So yeah, I got Jacksonville winning. Um,
Then there you win again. Oh boy, this is always fun. Well, at least he came back right away.
what happened?
Try
Okay.
again.
Um, then you got two teams that are going to play against each other that both lost. Dallas versus the Giants.
Which crappy team do you go with in that one?
I,
Oh, am I supposed to call the Cowboys a crappy team?
I'm going to shock everybody on this program right now. I'm going with Dallas.
Hey, at least they scored 20 points in week one,
Yeah, and
unlike the
not
Giants who only
six.
got six.
Yeah, I'm going with
I'll agree.
Dallas because I do not trust Russell Wilson. I feel like he's on borrowed time. So yeah, let's go like that. Yeah. Then so we both picked Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay. Next match, Patriots against the Miami Dolphins. I don't like picking anybody from New England. I
Yeah.
want the Patriots
Yeah, I think the Patriots probably will take that one as well.
because we all know Miami get their ass blown out. I I mean they got their ass blown out. I mean,
Hmm.
okay, so next one Tony is the Saints against the 49ers.
Got to go with my team, the Niners.
Even with George Kittle out for a couple of weeks
He's a big part of the team, but I still think they can win without him.
and
They'll
Brock
prove.
Purdy being hurt,
We'll see what happens. The Saints could
yeah,
get it because of that, but
I'm going with I'm with you. I'm going with San Fran winning. I don't see I don't see the New Orleans Saints. You know they'll be singing something Saints pretty soon, but it's not going to march in um into week two. Um oh this one's not gonna be a Steeler, but
yeah.
I got the Steelers and the Seahawks.
Steelers and Seahawks. Eh, I'll go with the Pittsburgh Steelers for that one.
Aaron Rodgers looked okay, but I agree with you. I got the Steelers winning going 2-0. Um,
Yeah.
next one is the Rams against the Tennessee Titans.
Mm. That one's tough. Both looked good week one. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Hmm. I'm gonna take
It could go.
I'm gonna take this as a I like your pick because Matthew Stafford's good. I think
Yeah.
he's the greatest guy. You know, having a Super Bowl, what he did with the Lions and all that in his years there. I just want to see what this kid Cam Ward is going to do. I got to go pick Tennessee. I got to see what this
Okay.
kid can do. I mean,
We'll see.
Cam Ward is supposed to be the next savior, but you hear that with every quarterback in the NFL. You know, so, but I want to see
Yeah,
what this kid has.
no doubt.
You know, then the next one is Arizona Cardinals against the Carolina Panthers. I think we all agree that Arizona will win.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Um, here's a good one. It could be in Indianapolis. The Colts against the Broncos.
I Man, after what the Colts pulled off in week one, I think I got to go with the Colts.
Really? Um,
Denver, then no, but
yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I don't know what we're gonna get from Denver. Um, and then the game that I'll be watching, I know everybody else will be the Kansas City Chiefs against the rematch from last year's Super Bowl.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I want Kansas City to
Kansas
win.
City just, man, they didn't look that great this last week.
You know they must
You
have
want them
had
to win
some
again?
margaritas and hot chicks on the beach
I don't know,
in
man.
Brazil. They're in Brazil. Who plays football in Brazil?
That's true.
I mean
That's true.
I mean when you have some hot ladies, a hot beautiful woman in Brazil, and you're trying to play football, would you that when they're doing this? Hell no, nobody wants that. You
Oh,
know,
right?
but Andy Reid and against his former team, I I don't want to say this, but I still think the Kansas City Chiefs have to redeem themselves from last year's Super Bowl.
Maybe. I'm going to go Philadelphia, though. I think Kansas is going to take out a
Sorry.
win, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's
Monday Sunday night football, my brother. It is the Minnesota Vikings against the Atlanta Falcons.
yeah. I still got to go. I got to go with Minnesota again. I got to go with JJ.
There is something about the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. What is it, Matt LaFleur? Is that what his name is?
I think so. Something like
Yeah,
that.
I agree with you, but what a game! What a game that the Falcons had in Week 1 when they lost it on a field goal. I
Right?
mean, that is bad when you're losing on a field goal. And all
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I just good to the Minnesota Vikings. And then Monday night we got two games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
First game
Texans
actually starts
against the
Monday night.
Buccaneers, the first one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh, who do you got? Buccaneers or Texans?
I'm going to go with the Bucks. And I don't mean the Young Bucks either. I mean the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, you mean Ron and Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or tonight their real names, Nicholas Margin. That is funny that they put their real names on their entrance on
All
their
right.
entrance. I actually love that. But yeah, I gotta go with the Buccaneers. You can't go wrong with Baker Mayfield. C.J. Stroud looked at weak in his game that he just had. They made it. He has no backup. So yeah, I'm gonna go with them. And then
You know, funny thing is, Houston used to be a team that you expected to go to the playoffs pretty much every year. But
yeah,
recently, it just seems like Houston hasn't been the same team, hasn't been that same aura, I guess, if you will, to them.
it's all right. I think the Astros took all the suckiness out of them. You know, you
Perhaps.
know. But I mean, Astros are trying to make the playoffs. You know,
Trying to.
and then to round out week 2, you got the Las Vegas Raiders against the LA Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers and Raiders. I guess I'll go with the Chargers to win that one. They could, you could flip a coin just about, but I'll go Chargers.
I'm gonna stay neutral because I don't care about
You
this
can do
game. Oh damn! All right, I'm gonna go with the
that.
Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. For some reason, I think Pete Carroll is gonna make this team better.
Maybe you could be right.
I mean, they just cut. Actually, no, it was the Jets. The Jets just cut a player today because he didn't perform well in Sunday's game, so they just cut him. I mean, that's like, hey, how you doing? We love you. You know, so get away from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that rounds out week two games and oh my god. Yeah, we'll talk about week three time. Do something, but go on for that because yeah, week three is gonna be really good matchups in week three.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
But now let's get to the serious stuff.
Shall we?
Let's now talk about the game that yes. Let's now talk about the game that happened Tuesday and tonight. Um and
Gladly.
this is a yeah. Okay, so this is a cut down the cloth. You have one broadcast hosted by Tony, and he's doing his Detroit Tiger version, and I'll do
Yeah,
mine.
right.
So last night, the New York Yankees faced the Detroit Tigers at Yankee Stadium from my beloved hometown of the Bronx. Yankees lost 12-2 to the Detroit Tigers.
Giving up 9
In the
runs in the seventh
seventh
inning.
inning, in the seventh inning, tied at 2, Aaron Boone made the stupidest move in baseball history, putting Fernando Cruz walk, walk, batter, score, take somebody out of Mark Jr., walk, hit, wild pitch, and the Yankees were down. So they finished the game.
Oh, I lost him again. Just as we were having fun. Oh, there he is.
Gonna have fun. We're still gonna have fun. And then today, oh, it was a great thing. The Yankees got 1 run, and then all of a sudden the Tigers scored 10 more. Same repeat thing like they did the other day, and then the Yankees lost 11-1. So, ladies and gentlemen, oh, as a New York Yankee fan, I am disgusted. How can this man be a manager? The only thing he knows how to manage is a petting zoo and all that, or sell hot dogs on the corner of the street. I don't give a shit what you do with him, but he has to go. So that's my perspective. Now let's hear from the man that is looking at me like I'm nuts, and let me go to the
Nuts
tiger
now.
part of him, to the tiger part of this show, and it comes in the name Tigers. I'm gonna hit you. So let me go to Tony. Tony, how do you feel about your team?
I'm feeling pretty damn good, thank you. I think the Yankees just ran. Imagine that, right? I think the Yankees just ran into some bad luck for this series. The Tigers coming off of losing 2 out of 3 to the Chicago White Sox, and they were pissed, and it's shown in these 2 games. But I will throw a little more salt in the wound here. The Tigers are now 4-1 on the season against the New York Yankees. Thank you very much. But I mean, we have one more game to go with the Yankees. Tarek Skubal is not pitching, so that's one good thing for the Yankees. Um, but Casey Mize and Jack Flaherty looked tremendous in this series compared to their last starts that they had.
Well, we got Cam Slipher pitching for us tomorrow.
I haven't
Kid's
heard who
good, but he had a
exactly.
rough outing He had a rough round in his last start against the Toronto Blue Jays. But
Before we went live, you had mentioned something about who was pitching last for the Yankees today too. What was that all about?
it was the same guys that pitched yesterday that couldn't even catch a goddamn ball. And hell, we put in Austin Slater. You're an outfielder. Don't throw the ball like you're may he rest in peace, Tim Wakefield. Don't throw a little lob like, oh look, he can hit a home run, you bitch.
Yeah, he went out there and gave up some runs.
Yeah,
So, go ahead.
yeah. Ooh, what's that?
So I got to show you something, and just give me a minute though.
Oh God.
You got to give me a minute
What
because
as opposed to people laughing at us?
no, no, I want to show you something.
Okay.
I gotta get to it first, but I say thank you to the Yankees for this series at the moment for this one reason. Once it loads, but not just thanks to the Yankees, because of what happened today. Like I said, once it fully loads, I'm kind of pausing in between my words here because of it. It's being slow. The Detroit Tigers were number 2 in the American League. But after today's win and the Toronto Blue Jays lost today, the Detroit Tigers are now back on top of the American League in standings. Which, again, I will show you once my phone decides to cooperate here. There it is. But it'll show you a little more than just that, too. Oh, if you can see it, because there's a little bit of a glare on there.
Yeah, we're third place. I got you. Yeah, we're third
Yep.
place. I've
Hey,
seen it
you're in
before,
third
and
place
I
for the Red Sox, too.
I know, but look
You're
who's
still tied.
behind us. It's the goddamn Mets.
They're there. I will say but speaking of baseball, um, the Milwaukee Brewers just got swept as well in 3 games.
Wow.
The best team in baseball just got swept by
Yeah. Yeah. If you
who was
look
it
at
that swept
the
them?
if you
Let me
look
see.
at
Was it
the
Baltimore? Maybe
schedule for the upcoming, because we're in September, Yankees play. I can't see. I see a light.
there's only like 16 games left. Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to get it so it'll
No,
be
I saw it. I already
not so
saw it
much
on
of a
the.
light, but
Yeah, I saw the. Yeah, it's. Yeah,
Tigers got third
best
place for standings.
best record. I
Um,
mean, you guys are the number one seed. Ah,
anyway, yeah, currently.
yeah. Yeah. Mm. I would never ever say anything bad about the Tigers. They are a good team. What they did last year in the postseason, they showed the people that they're not going to be walked on. And I give them a lot of credit with that. But damn, I mean, we're getting our ass handed to us, and it's like, yeah, go beat up the White Sox, but don't beat us up because we're tired of this bullshit, man. It's like, I mean, look what we have to face. We got to go in after this. After this, if we know we're gonna lose tomorrow because I don't really care, but we have Boston, Minnesota, and then Baltimore. and then we come home and face the White Sox and the Orioles to finish out the season.
Yeah.
And the the Tigers, they oh they sweep us. They face Miami. Then they go to then they come home and face Cleveland, Atlanta, and then I don't give a shit what you do. You could beat the Guardians. You could go on the road and beat the Guardians and the Red Sox. I don't give a shit.
We might not by the time we go to face the Red Sox either, though.
Yeah.
Kansas City and
And
Cleveland are facing each other right now, so
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm at a point in time where this is a part of my new segment. What pisses me off? What pisses off this New Yorker? You already heard what it is. That's our new segment. What pisses off the New Yorker? This what pisses me off when our manager can't manage a stickball team. He can't manage. He sucks. Our owner's not doing anything. He just sits there in his box like, oh, you're doing a great job, Huggy Bear. No, you're not, bitch. You suck. That we should not be this way. We should not be this way. And I'm getting tired of people saying, well, it's not Aaron Boone's fault. Who else is putting these guys in that can't pitch a one inning without throwing a ball that they can hit into out of orbit? It just aggravates me, man. And I'm getting red. I'm getting red. I'm getting frustrated because, damn it, I'm a proud New Yorker and I love my team. But I don't want, George Steinbrenner could come out of the grave and resurrect himself like Night in the Living Dead. I will be the happiest man in the world that he can fire him and then eat his brains.
man, so passionate about the man who took you guys to the World Series last year.
I'm actually gonna say this. It wasn't Aaron Boone that took us to the World Series. It was guys like Juan Soto, who I still can't stand going to the Mets. John Carlos Stanton, who helped us. Anthony Volpe, who this year looks like a shell of himself. Gleyber Torres. Yeah, thanks for taking him too, bitches. You know, you know.
We've been happy to
I
have
feel
him.
like our guys. Yeah, of course you are. He's hitting home runs at the damn stadium. Like, yeah, this is my house, bitch. Welcome to Detroit. I swear, I would have had Gene Simmons come out as Kiss and actually pitch better than these guys that he's putting in there. Like, for the love of God, will somebody help them? And I'm not the only New Yorker that's pissed off about it. Not Trina, because Trina's a calm one in this relationship. You know, I'm not. I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is the part of the segment. What pisses off this New Yorker? This pisses off this New Yorker. And this is supposed to be a special for 9/11. 9/11, which I am very, I wish everybody my thoughts and prayers to all of you. But when it comes to a team that is a symbol of New York, this is the shit we have to deal with. So you know what? I'm not dwelling on 9/11. 9/11 was always a hurtful thing for us New Yorkers. But you guys have to understand. This New Yorker's pissed because I have to deal with every Michigan person who actually says, "Yankees are better, Yankees are better, Yankees are better." Shut the hell up to bother me.
Well, prove us wrong.
How, yo? You got one more damn game here. Actually, win the goddamn thing. How can I prove to you next year?
Hey, I told you on our last show, and I'll mention it again. The Detroit Tigers are undefeated against the New York Yankees in the postseason. So, like I said, prove us wrong.
Oh, thanks. Like rub that bitch in. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. You
Oh,
know,
great fun. You know,
yeah, it is what it is. And
we love it.
yeah, that's my that is the first segment. What pisses me off. So please join us next time when I'm pissed off about something else.
Or the same thing. He might be about the
Or the
Yankees
same
too.
thing. Wait till the postseason and see who else we're gonna lose to, or not even make it to the postseason. You know, so it is what it is. We gotta figure this out and get this shit going because we got Boston coming up, bro. I don't like facing Boston when we're down and out.
I get that. I will to ease things maybe a little bit. Mention that the Tigers are 3-0 against Boston this year, something that they didn't do against the Yankees. So there's that. I know we still have 3 more games against Boston at the end to end the season, but the Tigers did take all 3 earlier this year in Detroit from Boston. So that helps out a little bit. It
Least you have a winning record. Least you have a winning record against Boston.
right.
We're one. We're 1-2-10 against them this year.
Damn. But anyway, hey, when it comes to that final series of the season between the Tigers and Red Sox, that could potentially determine where the Yankees end up in the postseason. So
We are the number one seed in. I call it the number one seed, but I think it's like the third or fourth seed.
yeah,
But
number
we're the
three
number
seed.
one team and on top of the wild card by three. I think
Yeah,
by.
you
Hold
get
on, I
the
can
Red
check
Sox
right
have the
now.
same record.
We
Only
are
they
three
one less
games.
win.
We're the first one. Red Sox are the second, and then Seattle and Texas is right behind us. Texas is only one game out of the third wild card.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. 4 teams make
And the
6
Mets
teams make
are
the playoffs.
2 games up on the Cincinnati Reds, San Francisco, and Arizona, who's 3 games out. So yeah, we're at least the Mets have lost 5 in a row, so I'm happy with that part.
So with all this fun, I do want to come on here and clarify. I am, yes, a Detroit Tigers fan first, but I am a New York
Tony, are you
Yankees.
still there?
Oh, can you not hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear
Well,
me?
people, I think
Apparently
if
not.
Tony can hear me,
I can hear you.
um I think it's time for us to go. We will plan another show sometime because I am going for surgery, oral surgery on the
Oh, it looks
top of
like
my lid on the 23rd. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to heal up and all that. But I'm going to be gone for a while after that. Maybe we'll do a show next week if Tony's up for it. But like I said tomorrow, please remember those who lost their
well, we have to.
lives 24 years ago, September the 11th, and all that. And say a prayer. You know, honor those. Just take one moment to say a prayer for these people. Um, I will appreciate it and all that. Being in New York, I will love that. My wife will love that too. You know, we're born and raised in. I was in Bronx, New York. She lived in Manhattan. You know, so we're proud New Yorkers and we live it every day and all that. So I will appreciate you guys to just give us, you know, a moment of silence to all the people that we lost on that day, and we will never forget that horrific day. And I want to say thank you to Tony if he can hear me because I
I can
do
hear you
not
just
see him at all. So
fine.
hopefully he
That's
can
fine.
hear me.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, I can. I see you on the. I'm on my phone, so I can see you.
Yeah, I'm there. I don't know why you can't
Okay,
see me in the studio.
I see you on the. I'm on my phone, so I can see
'Cause I
you.
haven't left. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, yeah, because you're frozen up on the other thing. So,
I haven't left.
I
It's
know,
fine
I
here.
know. Okay, yeah, because you're frozen up on the other thing. So, I know,
Delay.
I know. Yes, I can see you.
Delay.
Yeah, so I'm Eddie Jankowski. This is Tiger Talk Sports. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna let you go, and please remember those tomorrow when the anniversary comes up. It's September 11th. So, thank you. Have a wonderful night, and God bless you. So I'm ready to go.
You hear me? I usually let the host end the show. But yes, I agree with that sentiment.
So I'm ready to go.
Pray for everybody that was affected by 9/11, and we'll see you guys for our WrestlePalooza prediction show next week at some point.
Pray for everybody
And
that
we'll see you guys then.
was affected by 9/11, and we'll see you guys for our WrestlePalooza prediction show next week at some point. Pray for everybody that was affected by 9/11, and we'll see you guys for our WrestlePalooza prediction.